Let's freaking go. Our first Caleb Williams breakdown. Man, this guy is so freaking fun. Comment below, do you believe he is the best rookie quarterback? I'll give you my answer at the end of this video. Obviously, this was a misfire here, pretty high to Keenan Allen. We get the second down, got a little pre-snap jet motion right here. As we've seen with all the rookie quarterbacks, under center play action could be your absolute best friend. A lot of teams run this play right here where you start off with your tight end and you motion him back right here. You whip him back. And Caleb decides to throw this to Gerald Everett. And, well, there is a linebacker right there. Some would say, hey, why didn't you throw this deep over right here to Keenan Allen? And, well, yeah, I mean, that would have been there. Bears have a new offensive coordinator in Luke Getsy. And, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this at all. On 3rd and 10, and you run all your routes way past the sticks. It just rarely works. I understand we can't get the full angle, but these are such long throws. DBs are able to play back. They're all over this. And this is what Caleb's going to be facing this year. They're not going to let him scramble and make plays. He's going to be facing a lot of mush rushes, right, where everyone just kind of stays in their pass rush lane and he can't scramble or really extend. They want him double pumping, staying in this pocket, and he just kind of just throws this thing up here, and it's a 3-and-out to start the game. All right, so we get to this 3rd and 5. It's an in here and an in from the tight end. It is interesting. Actually, it's trips bunch. The tight end is actually whipping behind these two in breakers. You see this route concept quite a bit. It's run a lot actually in college as well. And, this is where the ball should go, okay? And, should you throw it there? Should you throw it there? I don't know the progressions or anything like that, but it is short of the line to gain. So one of my hotter Bears takes is I don't think Cole Kmet's just going to be completely phased out of this offense just because they have Keenan Allen and Odunze now. Yes, he will lose some targets to Gerald Everett in snaps, but he's just a big body tight end, and he falls for it. That's a really good job by Caleb getting the football out there for a nice gain. All right, 3rd and 2. Press man. DJ Moore's got to win this. I don't know too much about this Bengals corner right here, but this is where you want to go with the football, right? Your guy versus his. It's just straight man-to-man coverage, and this DB just dominates DJ Moore, okay? Now, we could get into a debate over the left arm pulling back right there, but they never really call that. All right, it's 2nd down and Timbuktu. Bears actually call a really good screen. This is what you want. All four of these guys pass the line of scrimmage right here. And it's actually retraced pretty well by this defensive line. The issue is you miss a block right here. 45 goes to the inside, and he's right here to destroy the RB. And I think that's their RB4. All right, 3rd and 21. Obviously, it's 0-0. You just want to take these yards and make it a more manageable field goal. You'll take this all day. This is really good stuff by Caleb. Take your time, see if there is something there. The one thing you don't want to do is take a sack. And now this makes it a far more manageable field goal. Once again, we appreciate all the love. Please hit that subscribe button. We have other rookie quarterback breakdowns. Good stuff right here by Caleb. Move the sticks, get this drive going. Good throw underneath, and give your guy a chance to make a play right after the catch. Alrighty, so this is a really good job by the right defensive end to beat this tackle to the inside. And Caleb does a good job avoiding him. Bo Nix had this issue, and you could see it in our Bo Nix film study. You could just reset your feet and make this throw. Right? You don't have to make this more difficult by running into a defensive lineman who's engaged right here, right? You allowed that to affect your throw. Could have reset your feet, threw it, and you just miss a wide open target. Ugh. But thankfully he missed it because we got to have this moment of magic, all right? So shallow drag here, out, running something behind it, and there's a go route here. And Caleb holds on to it, which is what he does. Once again, defensive lineman, it is more important to stay on your feet than anything else. And when you lose your feet, you allow him to buy all this extra time. He throws this football against his body. And look at the ball location here. Bang! To Rome Odunze. And that's a huge gain. You'll see this ball location from this angle. What is that? On a rope. On an absolute, positively a rope of a ball. Now, this is just downright ridiculous. I mean, Caleb, come on. These people have families, all right? You're faking a stretch here to the left to Khalil Herbert, and now you're working back to the right side. I love this play design in the red zone because you got your two best receivers dragging across here, all right? So Caleb can throw this, which he probably should have, but he's like, this is my RB4. I'm not throwing this. I'm going to try and make something happen. He could have thrown this as well, okay, to Gerald Everett, and this would have been a walk-in touchdown, but it's always dangerous throwing across your body like that. It's a lot quicker for these guys to close down on it, whatever. So Caleb's like, all right, I'm just going to stop and embarrass this guy in front of all his friends and family and roll out here into the short side of the field. And he actually did have multiple people open. Look at this ball location. You would like for Odunze to have better awareness because he would have caught this for an easy touchdown, but he lost where he was on the field. And this is going to be the big thing with Caleb. Can you play on time? So he starts off looking to the left and then decides to work back to the right on the whip, okay? And, you know, there's a few things here. Could this right here have been thrown? Yes. You know, if you put that on this shoulder, he's probably walking into the end zone for a tutty. Okay? Now you're working back right, and because it took too long, the receiver took his eyes off of Caleb, and now he's running into the space over here. Okay? And now you don't want to throw this. All right? So he rolls out to the right and then decides to stay central. Bengals have really struggled keeping their feet, but he decides to throw it away and live to fight another down. All right, third down, you're an empty, okay? No blitzers. So if I'm playing Caleb Williams, I'm never giving him just a static four-man rush because he does this as well as anyone, all right? Just buying time. He's very comfortable in this spot. I also want you to see this. Look at the processing here to not just – look, to take his eyes off of down here to look back here at this pass rusher. So he says, look, I'm just going to step back into the space I was in and then roll back this way, right? Russell Wilson was so good at that, using the defensive lineman's leverage against him. And now he's trying to find someone. Could this have been ripped right here? Yes, but this DB could have peeled off and made this play. So he's saying, hey, come closer to me. Come closer. And Caleb says, F it. I'm just going to run this thing in myself. DB takes his eyes off the QB, and Caleb gets in for his first rushing touchdown. So I want to shout out our friends at nooffseason.com. One of our top viewers, Mr. Brand, at this game. He got to witness what he got to witness. I don't know if I, as a defensive coordinator, am ever just rushing a static four versus Caleb Williams because of how good he is at manipulating and just making guys miss, right? Using your leverage, making them run all over the place. It's insane. This was a really, really fun performance. Obviously, you saw some timing misses. I also called Luke Getsy Shane Waldron a little bit earlier. So, yeah, I would like to see Caleb play more on time. That was a big, criticism his final year. So there's some other videos floating in your face right now. I actually do not have Caleb Williams as the QB1 of the rookies. Bang! I actually have this guy floating in your face right now. Click it. Check it out. It is Power Hour NFL. Boom!